Hey everybody, it's me, the Dean, from the Dean Gardening Show. I hope everybody's well and health and fine and doing great. Look, tonight I've got a few things I think that you'll find of interest, and as I said, it's a few things I think you'll find useful when you're doing your gardening, okay? Because everything's getting expensive. Tomatoes, and like if you can bring on things that you can grow in your garden, it's really, really good. And sometimes when we go to the supermarket, we waste so much that's in our fridge, and we think, wow, we chuck out, and then we have to buy it again, which is senseless, really, isn't it? So tonight I'm just going to show you a little technique that I do with tomatoes, and I think you'll find useful. I will start with tomatoes that I've gotten from Coles, okay, and they're a little bit old. And so what I intend to do tonight is show you a little technique that I think you'll find useful. When you got tomatoes, even big tomatoes you don't want to use, you can do this method, and I think you'll find it very, very useful and very, very easy. Okay, now you'll need toilet paper. Okay, now I just started with some seeds that I was actually doing before, and so I've done 2 lots, but I'll do a second lot. Now what you need is your toilet paper. Now just do it like that, just 2 pieces, that's all you need, and double them over, double them over, which you need, and another 2 pieces, like that. Toilet paper away, just double it over, and that's it. Okay, now I'll focus my camera so you're able to see what I'm doing a little bit better. Okay, now I've got that. Now look, I'm just getting a tomato. As I did do a YouTube thing before, and then I lost it, so I've had to do it all again. So, a bit of a bum out, isn't it? But anyway, we have 1 tomato, okay, and that's all you need. Depends what sort of tomatoes you want. As I said, you can get in the big, the small, whatever, So, and what I do is, well, I get a jug, okay, and I fill that up with, say, that much water, not too much, so I'll just go to my sink and fill them up. That's it, that's all I need. And I'll bring it over here. And I'll just get a knife or something you're comfortable with. Try and cut it from that bit, the little bit that it's grown with, that little bit there. And it doesn't disturb the seed then as much anyway. Try and get something you're comfortable with, and cut it always in the middle. That way you get a good disbursement of your tomato seeds. And all I need to do now is put it in to the water. Scoop it out. Don't be worried about the seeds. You're not going to hurt the seeds. I've just done that. And there they go. See them just dropping into the water? That's sweet. You get quite a few seeds actually from doing it from this. Okay, that's it. And you just chuck your tomato pieces away, and you put your knife away. Now what I normally do with this is I just mix it around. Okay, and just, if you can, get in there, because you've got a bit of tomato pulp, which is, you have to, well, I like to get out. Some people leave it in, but then you've got a chance at a fungus. There. And they disperse really quickly. And then I've got that. So all I do is then strain that in the sink. One thing I do, and I will show you guys, is take my time doing this. Can you see that? Is I just like to run them underwater, give them a bit of a final rinse so there's nothing on there, so it's just seed. And then they're really clean then, you know there's nothing on it. Really, no, look like good seeds actually. Clean seeds. Give it a shake. And there they are, in there. Okay, I'll take you over here. Can you see where I'm going? Or can you see? There, it's better for you. Okay. I have to be careful because my phone ran out of charge. So all I need to do now is distribute them on the paper. So what I like to do, just put some there, just evenly, if you can, spread them out as evenly as you can. So they've got a bit of room when they germinate. It doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be perfect, everybody. It's just trying to separate them the best way you can. Can you see what I'm doing? I'll show you in a minute. You just separate that. They separate like that. Okay. And there, got quite a few seeds this time. And just scoop out. Don't leave any seeds. They're all valuable. That's what I say. Yeah, they're all valuable. Okay. Now, no more seeds. And what I've done. Can you see that, everybody? So they're distributed the best way I can. As I said, you don't have to be perfect in doing it, you know. But as I said, oh, don't want them to fall off. There they are. So before now, this is a technique I think everybody will find very, very useful. Now, I like to use good old cinnamon, any cinnamon, not sugar cinnamon, cinnamon. Now I'll just cut that. Now cinnamon is very, very beneficial for seedlings, germination, looking after your little seedlings once they're appeared, and they're germinated, for plants, for diseases, sickness, bugs. It keeps away mosquitoes. It's an absolutely aroma. It's non-toxic. Bees love it, butterflies love it, children love it. Mosquitoes don't like it. So there you go. But what I'm going to do is I like to sprinkle a little bit over my seeds. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. So can you see me? I'll show you. And by doing this method, you're actually helping the seeds. And I'll do it to my other ones, because I did make a few extras tonight. And you'll find when these come up, they'll be so strong. Don't be too heavy-handed, but this is a new method I'm going to try. And what I'll do is, because I did this a different way tonight, I will just put a few there, even though that toilet paper's, you know, in there, you just close that up. Okay, now that is really, really good. That's all you need to do. And if you do that with this, before you put your tops of toilet paper on, I'm going to find it very, very magical. Now, another little thing I've got, okay, so cinnamon, very useful. Just put that in my little goodies. Now another little thing that I found useful, cloves. They are fantastic for your garden. As I said, mosquitoes don't like them, snails don't like them, ants certainly don't like them, and ants certainly don't like cinnamon. This thrives. You've got any fungus, any problems with your plants, anything at all, transplant them, spray them. They're amazing. They will keep away anything, and they're beneficial for your plants inside, indoor plants and outside. So I believe in that. But a little concoction I do is I put this in here. Okay, so these clove oils in here, just an old bottle. So it goes this colour. You put it. I like to keep it in the shade. Okay, so and then once that's fermented, I put it in a spray bottle. Okay, and that this is religion for me. It's fantastic, and if you try it, you'll go wow. You only have to leave that in there until it changes colour, and then you can top up. And once you try this, you'll go, my God, it works. So anyway, so I thought I'd let you know. What I like to do is for this. Can you see what I'm doing? I don't think you can. So I'm going to move that down here. Can you see what I'm doing now, guys? Yeah? Good. Okay, a little bit of spray in this, not too much, just enough to dampen the cinnamon. You don't want it wet. That's it. And once I've done that, you put your tops on. Simple. Okay, and you just, really firm that down. That's really, really firm. You just firm that down. Oops. Make sure it's straight. Now what I like to do is you've got a bit of a dense side, so I like to put that, now that's all ready for transplanting, you can put that in your garden. Put that somewhere for tonight that's dried. I like to put it on my windowsill, which is just here. I like to put it there and it will dry. The bottom side up. Okay, so I like to put it there for tonight. I'll put the others there tonight. Remember, not that side, this side, the wet side. And the air just dries it, so by tomorrow it'll be ready to put my garden. So there you go. So that's my little trick for growing, tomato seedlings. As I said, it's not hard, and I think that you'll really, really enjoy it. So there you go. It's one of my little tricks. And as I said, if you get into cloves and cinnamon for your garden, you won't look back. You'll just think, wow. And it's beneficial for everything. It's non-toxic to animals, children, and it's really, really good wood. And it's not toxic to your skin. So, and if you've got asthma and you work with that, I found that people with asthmatic cinnamon really helps. So there you go. But anyway, now another little thing I'm going to show you as I work with is sea salt. Okay, now sea salt is really, really important. We can always use, the El Cheapo stuff, but it's not going to work. I work with sea salt. I work, well, it depends, twice every fortnight. I give them a good water. I have indoor plants, which I will do another YouTube on. I will show you. I like a lot of ferns and palms, that sort of thing. So I believe good quality is going to pay off eventually for your herbs, your plants, that sort of thing. So, remember that. Don't be cheapskate on things, especially with fertiliser. But of course, always have a really good, reliable pair of gloves, because if you don't, you'll regret it. But anyway, a few things I bought that, you know, was really, really useful. We always go and we want herbs, like we go to Coles or other places, we're hunting herbs, they cost heaps. So, you know, I'm thinking to myself, wow, you know, so every time I see something at Coles or Woolworths or somewhere at the nursery and that, and it's near dying or anything, and I think I've got a challenge to grow it, I will. At the moment, I'm just growing. Can you see that, guys? Isn't that beautiful? Actually, look, it's growing in water. Water. It's just growing in water, you know. And I picked that up in the freezer part for fresh herbs at Coles, and now it's living. So I'm just waiting for it to take root. It's only been in there for about 3 days, and it's just picked up. As long as you clean the bottom parts of the roots, put water on the windowsill, they love it. Fresh herbs, look, you know. I grow seed, of course, but I just wanted to show you that. Now, another thing I found very, very useful, and I've really found it fun, and I think children will too, and you will too, glow rocks. They're really, really good, and I thought to myself, you know, sometimes we always want something different in our house, and it's a challenge. So I've been working with water and rocks, and I found that I've got, you know, look at that. Look, there's roots galore, and that's just growing in water. Now you change the water every so often, but I've got elephant ears, I've got, you know, apple mint growing, rosemary growing. So that's really, really amazing, and they just stick around. They're really, really useful and really, really fun to work with. Just to think that they grow in the water, it's amazing. But anyway, and that's another thing. And like, you know, you like your little herbs here. You may think, oh yeah. Now this is apple mint and chocolate mint. Now I keep that around my windowsills and that sort of thing with my glow rocks. I love glow rocks because they look so nice in the night time. So this is really special because it keeps away bugs and whatever else, and you know, we all like that in our summer drinks. So that's an indoor herb. It smells really, really nice. So if you've got any spare pots around, you think, oh, you know, always look for something, even if you're at the nursery and something's near dead, take it home, give it water, give it love, it will grow. And remember, Coles, they've always got things, as I said, I've grown up, you know, thyme out of cuttings, so that's really, really amazing. And also another thing is that, you know, they also sell mint. Okay, now mint is really, really, we love mint. Everybody loves mint. And it's really expensive at times. What I like to do is just cut the ends off, place some water, and I just put on my windowsill. Now you may think, oh, but they are still alive. I've cut the bottom ends off, so it's only the stalks. Okay, in the next couple of weeks I will show you. They will be alive. They will, you know, like there's big stems there, you know. People chuck them away. You know, why chuck them away when you can grow them? They're that easy. And they repel. They're for cooking, refresh. You can put them on your skin. Absolutely lovely. So we're really, really lucky. So remember that, guys. Whoops. Put that one in. She's not in. Okay. Now another really good thing I think that you'll find useful is that if you've got little plants at home like this, okay, and that you brought and you think, oh God, I'm always watering it. Well, do yourself a favour. Okay, now I've got, and that's been in there for about 6 months. Adorable, isn't it? 6 months. But I work with pebbles, just ordinary pebbles. Now you've just got to have that little bit of water there. Can you see that water? That little bit of water there. It's only enough to actually wet the pebbles. Okay, so it gets moisture from underneath there. As long as it's sitting in there, and you give it a spray. And as I said, I like to spray these guys. Look, just a little bit, and it keeps. And this clove water keeps away bugs, fungus, and the indoor plants love it. So there you go. So that's another little thing. And you don't have to constantly water. As long as those pebbles are wet, it will pick the moisture up from the bottom, as much water as the plant needs, and it will be very happy. So this will last in here for at least another year, if I really wanted to. Otherwise I'll transplant it and become a really, really big plant. But that's sweet at the moment, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, everybody, look, I think, you know, now at this time in the, you know, our season, we're planting our seeds and getting it all together, and, you know, and all that sort of thing. And, you know, we're all envious of growing corn, peas, watermelon, cucumber, beans, whatever else we can get a hold of, spinach. So remember all the little tips that are going to be useful. And as I said, clove water is really, really good. Basic, you know, you've got cloves, use them. You know, and even throw them in your pots. They deter ants, everything. You're going to have fun. And they're not toxic to the kids. Remember your cinnamon, ground cinnamon. Wow, amazing. And it will help you with asthma, I believe. But anyway, that's my little thing. And also another little thing, bananas. Look, you have to excuse them. They're not going to be in there long. But I collect banana plants, banana peel. Now what I do is I'm going to show you on my next tutorial on how to soak banana peel and make potassium, I think it's potassium or banana peel, I'll call it banana peel fertilizer. And then what I do is that if you find when you're collecting your banana plant peels and you don't like the bugs, just throw your leaves of mint on top. Not a problem. No insects, no nothing. Okay, so that's another little tip, isn't it? So I hope everybody's enjoyed my little tutorial tonight on gardening. And as I said, with the little tips on how to plant little cherry tomatoes. Any sort of tomatoes, separate your seeds, put them on toilet paper. Remember the cinnamon. Spray a little bit with the clove water. Plant them the next morning, as I said, in nice soil. It doesn't have to be expensive, as long as you use sea salt. Mix that with the water. Once you've buried them, you've planted your plants, sea salt. Fantastic.